And when we're talking scientific notation, there's another word that usually goes with it called significant figures, which is essentially how many numbers you include when you're trying to abbreviate a large number like this, or usually much even larger than this guy. So let's talk about how scientific notation works. First off, you want one number and then the decimal point, okay? Then you include some numbers after, sometimes based off of how many sig figs you want, those significant figures. So in this case, the first key is moving the decimal to where you will have one number before that decimal point. So right now the decimal point's here, right? So we're going to see how many times we move it to only have one number in front of it. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it would go right here. So this 3 is the one number we have in front of this decimal point, and we moved it 5 times. Now let's see what we mean, or how we're going to use that 5 times. So we end up multiplying this by 10, because in order to get from this number right here back to this number, you multiply it by 10 the number of times we move that decimal, because that's how you move it back. So in this case, we moved it 5 times. Now notice we're going to include these other numbers here, the 1, 4, those are the sig figs, because they're non-zero numbers after the decimal point, and we want usually 2 of those there. If they're 0, 0, then you usually just don't include them. But regardless, we got 10. Now remember, we moved it 5 times, so we're going to put a 5 up here. Notice these two look like they're the same. I think this is a typo. This negative is supposed to be up here with a -5, and for that reason, our answer is going to be A. Let's talk about